Hi guys, it's Brian from Peace of Eden Homestead here, bringing you along for part two of our solar panel project. I'll show you what we're getting into now. So yesterday I went ahead and got this second post in, and now I need to figure out exactly where in the yard I need the other post to go. So I'll take you out and we'll get some measurements on the solar panels to find the location of where our next hole is going to be. My plan is to put 3 of these panels in this first array. So I need to start off by getting a measurement of one, and that is 39 inches wide. Now, the frame that I'm going to build for this is actually going to be attached to these. It'll be like a 2x6 laying like this, and it'll be attached to these holes under the frames. So I'll be all right to have just 3 times that dimension, which would be 117 inches wide. So that's what we need for our panel to be, is 39 times 3, which is 117 inches. So I'll go ahead and measure out where that's going to be and start digging the hole. So what I did to find out the angle I needed is because solar north and magnetic north are not always the same. I'm using a app on my phone that will determine magnetic north. So since that's slightly off, what I did is, to find solar north, I followed the sun with the shadow like I showed you on the first video, and put these stakes in, and then I put my phone, which has a magnetic north app on it. I think I might have already said that, but anyway, I put this post in between those two sticks and found out exactly the angle that I needed for this to transfer over to the post I put in. Now when I did that yesterday, I actually put my phone against here with that magnetic north app on, and I got the angle, and then I laid a tape measure out, and that allowed me to put, again, the same phone with the magnetic north compass on it against my tape measure and get that at the same angle that is. So now that I have this tape measure lined up at the angle I need, all I have to do is come down here to 117 inches, put a little stick in the ground, or I guess I could just put the point of the stick at the number, and then I can get the tape out of the way, and I know that I need to dig my hole so the edge of the post, the inside edge toward the other post, is at 117 inches. And that way I have exactly the distance between the two posts, the one there and the one that'll be over here, that I need for my frame to sit inside of with the solar panels on it. So I'll go ahead and dig this hole and get that post set, and then that's probably all we're going to get for today. So I moved my tape out of the way, and I'm here at the end of that point of that stick I put on the ground, and all I got to do is dig the hole. Alright, now that I got the post in place, I will show you a trick for how to get this exactly 117 inches from inside to inside. and then also how to make it parallel. So, in order to get this post and this post equidistant and parallel, I know this one is at the right angle, and I know that it is plumb, or straight up and down. So I need this one to be the same distance apart at the base and at the top, or the middle, anywhere in there. And as long as those two posts are parallel, then I know that this one will also be plumb and at the right angle. Now, to do that, I need two boards to place at the bottom and up higher where I can reach it, to keep 2 points equidistant apart, and that way they will be parallel, and then I can set this post in with the dirt and have them the right distance apart and from the top to the bottom. So I'm going to mark this board out and another board out, and then attach them to both of those posts. So I need a board that's longer than from the outside to the outside dimension, and this one is longer by quite a bit. So I'm going to make a mark at 10 inches and then come down here, and since I took 10 inches off of there and I need 117 inches, I'll add another 10 inches to that, so I mark this one at 127, and that will be 117 inches apart. And this line and this line are 117 inches apart. So once I square these lines down, then I can attach them to the posts over here with that line and the other line on the inside of the posts. So just to keep everything even, I measured up here from the top of that board to 5 feet and put a screw in. And then I did the same thing on this side, leaving the screws sticking out about 2 inches. Because when you're working by yourself, it's very difficult to hold, a 10-foot long board up over your head and screw one end of it into a post. So this way I can rest that board on those screws and then screw it in place. Now that one's going to stay in place, and this one I'll just need to shift over until I line up the line with the inside edge of this board, which is going to be kind of difficult because the bottom is in place, and I'll need to actually lift it up so I can tilt it. And what I'm running into is hitting the edge of the hole on the bottom. Hopefully I can lift it up and get it to go over just enough because I'm real close. Alright, so right there. Now I can just screw that in place. So this board now, or this post now, is plumb and 117 inches over from that post. So now all I got to do is plumb it this way with the level, which is pretty easy by yourself to just do one direction, and then pack the dirt in there. And once that dirt's packed in, I can take these boards off. They were just used as spacers anyway. So I just have to put this in here, plumb up the post with my level here, and then start packing the dirt in. Now I like to get some dirt packed in to hold that base in place a little better, and then reshift the post back to plumb before I pack the dirt in. And to pack it in, I just turn my shovel over and use the handle to pack the dirt down, and it'll hold it much more firmly. All the time keeping an eye on making sure that your bubble is staying where it needs to be for plumbing the post in place. It's still going to be pretty wiggly while you're doing this, but you'll do this each time you pack more dirt in there to make sure you're staying plumb. So there you have it. The posts are 117 inches apart inside to inside, and they're both plumb in both directions. So when I build that 117 inch wide frame, should be able to lay it right in here, lift it straight up to the point where I can put the bolts through, and then I can have my solar panels tilt to follow the sun as it sets in the further to the south in the winter, and then closer to straight up and down in the summer. Well guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this next step in our process toward being more energy self-sufficient, and I hope you join us for the rest of the series. And I'm really looking forward to powering this place with some more solar energy. So join along and watch what we got going for the rest of this tour, and we will we'll bring it together eventually. Sorry it's so slow in coming. So always remember peace, love, and togetherness. And if you like what we're doing here, feel free to like the videos and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thanks a lot. Bye.